So I told y'all after Mother's Day I was going to talk about a topic that I feel I need to talk about. I just want to use this live video as a way for me to vent, not really vent, but vent, like speak my mind about it. Because I think a lot of people really don't fucking know me. And they don't know a lot of us. Like, all we know is what we see on Facebook. We don't know each other personally unless we meet. But I feel like some things are taken too far, and some things are not. Some things are perceived the wrong way. You heard her barking. Cause she hear me talking, so she think somebody either at the back door, cause I'm by the back door, or she got them fucking hearing shit like a crackhead. Be right back. So whether y'all tuning in or not, that's fine. I think I'm going to finally keep this live video up because I usually don't keep videos up. So I wanted to talk about some of the trans men. Nobody in particular. So don't get offended. And don't hit me in my inbox asking me who I was talking about or was I talking about you. Because I'm not going to tell you. Because quite frankly, to me, that don't fucking matter. Well, I don't want to say, well, how some of these trans men think that we need to be. Like, they want to try to shape and mold everybody to be a certain way. Like saying, just talking too much. Like, just know everything, you know. I know some of us have not transitioned as long as others. But I feel we all still rowing in the same boat. I feel like because you've been transitioning for 35 years and I only been transitioning for a year and a half. The only thing different is you've experienced this longer than me. Otherwise, we're in the same boat. Besides the fact that we both individuals and we both are doing things differently. We both feeling things differently. We both have different changes. I get that. But we're still both trans men. So don't tell the streets trying to find Audrey, I'm on live. So don't try to tell the next person how they need to be or what they need to be or what they should do. And I'm saying this because I see a lot of people posting statuses saying that men are not sensitive, or men shouldn't be sensitive or emotional or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, bruh, however the fuck I feel is however I'm going to react. Nobody's going to tell me because, oh, I'm trans man, that I got to keep my emotions in. I got to keep how I feel in. I got to pretty much just go numb. If along the way during my journey that I don't change, then I'm not changing. There's no way in hell you're going to tell me because I'm transitioning from female to male that I'm supposed to be a certain way. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with it. You can't tell me that if I feel a certain way, I got to bite my tongue. Or if something makes me angry, something makes me mad, something makes me happy, something makes me excited. Those are emotions. I feel like more men need to express their feelings and be more emotional. But I'm not saying be a bitch. I'm not saying be a crybaby. All I'm saying is that it's okay for a man, trans or not, to feel how they feel and to express it. I don't feel the need for me to just sit up here and say, I ain't supposed to say that shit. I ain't gonna really tell you how I feel because I'm a man and I ain't supposed to show my emotions. What? Well, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's like saying, like, you know, nothing matters to me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm emotionless, then how do you know how I feel? How in the hell can people walk around and say that because they're a certain gender that they can't be a certain way? Like, I get tired of the niggas at my job saying certain things to each other. I don't even get in those conversations because I'm not included. And I don't want to say something to hurt somebody's feelings. So, you know, it's so much of that shit in the black community, especially like black folks always have to, oh, if you ain't this way, then you're that. And if you ain't that way, then you're this. It's like saying, oh, because I'm emotional or because I express myself, I'm too fucking sensitive. I'm showing too much emotions. Like, you a man now, you ain't supposed to be doing that. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. If you're that way, then fine. But don't tell me how the fuck I need to be. Because I'm just going to be me at the end of the day. And if you don't like it, then don't surround yourself with me. Easy peasy, right? Like, let's just make this shit real simple. So, I feel like I'm still going to be me regardless of trans or not. I'm just going to say that. Regardless if I'm still going to be KALAUNI. I'm not changing my first name. It's a male and female name. Just for the people, for the record, removing my middle name. But anyway, I feel like I'm not going to change. Now, like I told my wife, if as I go through my journey, not yours, mine. As I go through my journey, I embrace everything. I'm evolving. And I was evolving prior to this shit. You understand? So as I go through my journey, if I feel like things are changing and I'm changing, then let it change. Let me be. But don't force me to change because I got the title of a man now. That's stupid. They don't make sense to me. I just wanted to throw that out there because I see that so much. Like, so many trans guys always have to, like, beat each other down about how somebody should be. Like, I just want to be me. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, have to go around here and just keep my mouth shut. Right, AD, that's how I feel. And that's why we can't get anywhere. As a community, like, scratch the trans part. Just as a community, bro. Just as a community. Why do you have to just... I didn't ask you to come in my life and shape and mold me how you want me to be. Because I'm not clay. I'm human. I'm me. Just gonna be myself. That's all I'm gonna ever be. Is myself. And if anybody don't like it, luckily, Lord have mercy, I was about to get up and show my ass literally and say kiss it. But I ain't gonna do that. But kiss my ass. Quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. But I just want to throw that out there. And then, they always say, as being a man, you have a certain character. Hell, females have characters too. Everybody got a fucking character about themselves. You can't tell me how the fuck I need to be. And I'm not saying this to anybody in an indirect manner. I'm just saying in general, because as I'm scrolling on my Facebook and I'm just looking like, I just can't agree with some things, you know. I just can't agree with some things. It's like, I don't pay attention to opinions. I don't care. I'm just making a point here that either we're gonna uplift each other or keep our fucking mouths shut. I don't appreciate the people who try to make it seem like the new generation of trans men. What the fuck you mean by new generation? I'll wait, because I just really want to know what you mean by new generation. Okay, oh, you talking about the ones that's like 3 years or less? So now we putting it into certain brackets now? Oh, so the ones that's been doing it 15 plus years are the old generation, and the ones that's between 3 and 15 years are the middle. So the ones that's 3 years and younger, we're the new ones. So you just gonna put me into a category. So therefore, all the assholes that's the new trans men, I'm included too. Oh, that's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking. Okay, I get it. That's how we roll. My. I do see a lot of the new generation trans men who are doing things because it's a trend. But not all of us. Not all of us. And I don't care if I'm being put in that category or not, but I just don't think it's fair for us to all be put into this certain bracket. Like, if that's the case, motherfucker, I don't fit in there on one of them. So, I'm a man. I'm independent, not codependent. I take care of my damn self. I don't ask nobody for shit. I go out my way for people. That's just my heart. I help people all the time. When I say help, I ain't talking about a bitch calling and ask for $20. I ain't talking about that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, I'm a humanitarian type of person. A lot of people don't know that about me because I don't speak on everything that I do. But I try to be as humble as I can, but I can be very outspoken too. And I take care of my home. I do what I gotta do, you know. I just don't feel like it's fair. And I don't want to hear motherfuckers say, well, life ain't fair. Bitch, I think I fucking know that by now. I'm just saying that if you know what you're saying is wrong, then you need to change that. So, for instance, like I had that fucking status up. I'm nibbling on the Blondie's Nita made. The status I made about me hitting a stud. It wasn't about me. And you know, some people didn't read. 80% of the time, people don't read a whole status. They read 4 words and they comment. Because they start assuming and they know what the rest of the status says. You need to fucking read. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. I would never hit a woman unless, I ain't even gonna say provoke, unless I gotta protect myself. That status was put up just to say, what does the world think about, or whoever's on my motherfucking page, what do you think about men hitting, no, yeah, men hitting women, but it was really for the trans men. What do you think about that? And yes, some people did get it. A lot of people got it. Some people didn't. Yeah, AD, they don't feel like they're wrong. You're exactly right. I'm here to say that they're wrong. But, you know, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like if I post a status like that, I didn't say I was gonna fight anybody. I just asked how does everybody else feel about it, and what would you do if you were in that predicament? I mean, me, I'm not gonna do anything because she's not gonna ever pull up on me. She knows better, whether I'm in Hattiesburg or not. And another thing, I don't go looking for trouble. But if it comes to me, I'm definitely going to handle it. And I'm sure a lot of people out there agree with me. But I could tell some people took it and ran with it. I could tell. And I wasn't going to remove my status because you know what? At first I was like, damn. Here we go. Everybody taking my shit the wrong way. But I'm like, you know what? I said that to see what other people felt because I felt the same way, you know. Some people just don't realize that respect is due to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it'll get us a long way if we could just do that one simple thing. Respect each other. I never said I was going to do anything. I just was saying if she would have caught me 10 years ago, I would have gassed up and pulled up. Plain and simple. Nothing more, nothing less, you know. I guess sometimes you just can't let people get under your skin, but then sometimes it just gets to that boiling point where you like, you know what, I can't take this shit no more. I gotta really say something about it. And so I did, you know. And some people took it and they ran with it, and some people didn't. But, you know, I really do appreciate the people that feel me. You understand? Like, sometimes you just want people to just understand you. You know, you're not wanting to explain yourself to people. You just want people to understand you sometimes. Because people like me, I could be very misunderstood. And I just wanted to throw that out there that, you know, if we as trans men feel a certain way, it shouldn't be, well, you're a man now. You can't be feeling like that. Who the hell died and left you God? Because I'm going to say and do what I feel. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm just not going to be what you want me to be. Because you are 38 years old and you've been transitioning for 8 years. And you always want to post stuff and say, and that this is nobody. I'm just saying, it's so much of that new generation trans man shit that we get so much negative shit. And it's like, yo, what happened to the positive shit? Like, y'all don't understand, y'all older people who transitioned a long time ago have really inspired us to really find ourselves and do what we feel is right for us. Because I never knew the shit existed, but when I found out, I did my research, and here I am today. So, thank you to everybody that helped me along the way. But, I'm going to be me regardless. And I just wanted to throw it out there. You know, let people be. Whether they sensitive or not sensitive, whether they emotional or not emotional, whether they angry or, you know, let people be. You know, I don't know. I just want to say that. Whatever. We're already brave individuals. Trans men and trans women are very brave in this day and age. You know, so many people are starting to transition and it looks like a trend. But That's because some of them make it a trend, but some of us really are who we say we are. Most people that have known me for all my life are not really surprised at my changes, at what I choose to do in my life. Those are the people that know better. That's, I just never knew it existed, but if my brain triggers to show emotions, you will see it. And that means if I'm mad, happy, excited, or whatever, you will see it. I'm not holding shit back because I inject myself with testosterone. It will not happen. Now, if my brain all of a sudden changes 3 years down the line and all of a sudden I'm not showing emotions no more, then so be it. It's natural. It becomes natural because I don't want to just force myself not to be a certain way because I have a title or a self-identity. Like, does that make sense? Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm trans man now, can't show emotions. Nope, can't do that. You cannot. Nope. I just, I'm so happy. Yeah. People, man, I tell you, people. I'm a good man. And some people will never know that because they'll never know me. All they'll know is what they see on Facebook. But for the people that know me outside of Facebook, they know me. I don't fake for Facebook. What you see on Facebook is me. I don't fake. I don't. But some people only strictly see Facebook and will never see nothing besides that. Some of them will be deleted private today. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I'm just saying, I just want people to know that it is okay to be you. You do not have to be what other people expect of you. Bottom line. This is not Queen's Court. This is King's Court. I'm trying to think before I get off this motherfucker if there's anything else I got to say. I play my role. That's all that matters. Just because. Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. So now I'm thinking I just need to go ahead and delete this shit before I end up Facebook fighting. I ain't got time for all these keyboard thugs. I'm still working on me. I still got a little attitude. Always have. Now I ain't gonna say attitude. I just don't take a lot of shit. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. You just gotta catch me at the right time. But man, I may need to delete this video, y'all. Cause I don't want nobody coming off to me like flip at the mouth. Cause I'm be ready to say, yo, let's just both pay for a flight. We just meet up and square up. That's it. Or gas up, pull up, whatever you want to do. I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. But I will go live and add a bitch though. But I think I'm gonna delete it. Keep down the heat out of my kitchen. But for the ones that watch it, I appreciate y'all for getting that message. AD always feel me, man. That's my dog, man. That's my brother. Ashley. Ashley. That's my sister. Jacob is my brother. Alex is my brother. Miss is my sister. Maxine is my sister. James is my brother. Lou. Wade is my brother. I just wanted to throw that out there. And I feel like when I hang up, I'm going to have something else to say. But if it's important, I will go back live again. Oh, mercy me, mercy me. So, yeah, leave it up. It's my page. I know. It's like ever since I've changed so much. Like, I just don't be up for bullshit that much no more. Oh, I got something to say. Love you too, AD, man. Forever. Damn, I forgot. God, dog, I'll be damn. I forgot. Oh, when I say that I have, like, let's just say if I post a status and I be like, oh, the old me would have done this or that, or the new me don't do this or that. It's not talking about my transition. Why does everybody think that? It's just like would be prior to my transition, I was lesbian. And when I was lesbian, if I said the old me, people say stuff like, well, we love you. Like, I ain't say you didn't accept me. What are you talking about? Like, people always have to assume that the old and new me or something like that has something to do with my transition. Like, don't, like, as much as I post, like, I've changed 10 years ago. So this was prior to all that. Like, I've changed a whole lot. A lot of people don't like that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, thank you. You know what? I got these two in my corner over here influencing me to keep this up on my page. I might as well do it. But yeah, like, just because I say something like that, like, doesn't mean that I'm talking about before my transition, I would have done this or that. No. I'm talking about before I changed my life. Like, 10 years ago, literally. Yeah, it's been about 10 years. Before I let go of the drugs, let go of the streets, let go of the I don't give a fuck attitude. Like, I'm way better than what I used to be. So, you know, I just want to throw that out there that every time I say something like that, don't think that I'm talking about my transition. Like, if I say, you know, I don't talk to my family, it's not only because of my transition. It was deeper than that. Prior to my transition, there was family problems. Prior to lesbian, there was family problems. Hell, since I was a child, there's been family problems. Some things don't just arise because of certain things that you choose to do in your life. This stuff has been going on forever. It's just that I'm kind of like adding fuel to the fire by finding my happiness. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, you was gay. Now you want to be a man. So it just makes it worse because there's already problems. Now I'm the problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not. They're the problem. So I just want to throw that out there, you know. Because I think a lot of people are either not reading or assuming. And that's just a little known fact about me. I have changed a lot. And I got time today. I do too, but I just, man, sometimes I just be like, fuck it. Hey, Wade, I hope you get some service. Hope you're able to watch it. If not, I'll just keep it up. I'll keep it up. Hey, Flex, how you doing, man? I'll keep it up. I have missed, you know what? People just don't, you know, and I get that all the time, like when people see me or they get to know me at work or, anywhere, they see me and they think that I've just had it made all my life, and I don't know why people tend to assume someone is all that they see. Like, this is all you see, this is all you hear, is my voice. But you don't know anything about me until I tell you. So don't assume that, I'm this person when I am a whole 33 years of KALAUNI, not just the present of what you see or hear. And a lot of people don't know that, So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. And I know there's something else I got to say. Why is my mind holding my tongue? The time I get off of here, I be talking to myself about it all mad and shit. Damn. Don't went dead. Exactly. 56 of you, man. Man, you know what? In this day and age, I hope to see it one day, man. I hope to see 56. The way life looking, I don't know, Shit, I don't fucking know anymore. Back then, 56, that's young. Back then, 56 was a whole different 56. 33, shit. Hell, I'm a teenager compared to you. You blessed to be 56 in this day and age. All this stuff that's killing us. Oh my goodness. Flex Jones wants to come on, and I guess he probably has some words to say. Oh, look, Flex Jones. What's going on?
What's going on, young blood? What's going on, young blood? Y'all know I call you young blood because I'm old as dirt. No, I ain't old as dirt, but I just call y'all my young bloods or my young boys, my young sons, because y'all are the future. But man, I figured I'd get on here and I might rattle your brain to go ahead and go off the rocker. I want to see you tip off I want you to tip off the cliff a little bit today. I like to see a little action because sometimes we can do that.
Oh
yeah, it's you made a comment and I put it up there. A lot of times people think when we say when I was younger, I always say when I was younger or before I evolved to who I am today, this is what I used to do. Because I'll tell anybody, I used to be called the Batman. I used to swing a bat back in my day. But as I evolved and got older and I became a man, I realized I couldn't swing a bat because I was going to go to jail. Now, if I didn't have to be a man today and still be called trans, and if I knew that non-binary was possible, yeah, I'll probably be still swinging a bat and saying I'm trans just so I don't have to go to jail.
Exactly.
But you know what I'm saying? But in my day, it was a binary, so I had to do what I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I tell everybody, how I evolved, the medication is what gives me all of this.
Right.
Okay? All of this. Yeah. All of that, But I'm still the person I was yesterday.
Right.
There's some things I had to change as I mature, like you do. We all do. As we mature, we have to shed. And you see, I'm doing that. Take it off your shoulders. We have to shed some things to be mature.
That's right.
We can no longer carry on some things that caused us to stay immature or stay lost.
Right.
So being your transition has nothing to do with you shedding what you need to get rid of that's immature. Now, yes, we mature as we transition because we go through a lot as individuals. Mm-hmm. And we learn to grow and we learn experiences that make us grow faster than we would have when we were younger. Because at your age, at 33 or 34 or 32 or whatever age you are, I'm going to say in your 30s, because I always make everybody younger. In your 30s, you're going to mature.
Yeah.
And as you mature and get to your 40s, you're going to shed some stuff that you can't carry on as an adult.
Exactly.
And we can't say it's transition, it's growth. We just happen to have to grow
Exactly.
because of what we're doing.
Yep.
But who we were yesterday, a prime example. I went to a family wedding and I said to my cousin, so where do I sit? He said, you sit here. I said, with all them girls? He said, well, they're your cousins. I said, oh, God. I said, they're going to eat me up today, and I'm going to act up at this wedding and break your cake in half, and you're going to really be mad because I just made a mess at your wedding, and the church people are going to think I done lost my mind.
Right.
So make a long story short, these are cousins that have yet to really sit down with me and recognize me for being the same cousin.
Uh-huh.
Okay? The only thing is I've changed this, and some of me had to change some of me.
Mm-hmm.
So when we sat at the table, they got to realize you still the same fool that you was before you transitioned. I said, well, that's what I was trying to tell you. Did you think that my transition
Was going to change me?
It only matured me.
That's it.
It only matured me and made me see I had to be responsible. Because in my old days, and I'm going to say this, in my old days, I didn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because here, I'm going to take it there. I'm going to take it there so y'all hear me. Because in my old days, I didn't have to be. Because I was female bodied. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
y'all know I was married to men. So I was like, well, let them handle the shit. I ain't got to handle nothing. Because I ain't got to grow up. Because they taking care of it.
That's right.
But as I matured and began to change my life, and things had to be evolved and changed around me, I had to mature and be more responsible as a person. Not for my transition, but as a person.
Yep.
Because I knew I had to be responsible for me.
Yep.
So as we evolve, and I don't like to say back in the old day, I like to say as I evolve. Because we all evolve differently.
We do.
Be it cisgendered, transgendered, be it gay, be it lesbian, we evolve.
Right.
You know, as the world circulates, we evolve with it because change happens all the time.
Yep.
So I always say, as I evolved, I've matured.
Mm-hmm.
And as I matured, I become wiser.
Right.
And as I become wiser, I just kept getting older.
Yeah.
So the thing is that it's not about our transition. It's about who we are as people and how we evolve as people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, mankind evolved. They said we was apes or whatever. I think we was a little green sprout, you know, and then we just blew up to something else.
Yeah.
But my thing is this, is that we evolved as a humankind. We have evolved.
Not as our transition.
Right. My transition is only a good 35% of who I am.
Right. So the rest is you evolving. It's you. Period. People don't understand that. I had a life before my transition. I did things before my transition.
Right.
My transition is not the only choice I've made in my life.
Right. You didn't wake up and put a Band-Aid on and say, oh, I'm changed today. No. We evolve.
Yeah.
The word. And I want y'all, a lot of y'all are on Facebook here. I want you to right now go on your phones. Y'all need to use your phones the way I use mine. Go define the word evolution. You define the word evolve, and you'll understand why I'm saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't just roll over every morning. It's different. We evolve.
Yeah.
Everything changes.
Yeah.
You know. So that's how I tell people that's how I evolve.
Yes.
It's not who I was yesterday, because I could still be the jackass I was back in the day and swing a bat. Right. I still could do that.
That's right.
I might do it. I still keep the bat in the car at the doorstep, but I don't bring it out. I'm just a little guy. I feel like if you're gonna give me a bloody nose, I'm gonna clock you in the head. But that's another story.
That's right.
But anyway, so my thing is that we have to learn to use wording for people to understand It's not about our transition.
That's right. It's the wording. It's the way I say it. It's just like I have to say it a certain way for other people to understand that that's not what I was saying. So
Right. And then a lot of times when you say before I became the man I am today, you know, that they say, oh, okay, that's what, no, it has nothing to do with that.
no.
It's just like, look at our transgender community as a whole. We are really evolving as a community.
Yeah.
There are things that some of us would not do that we are now doing. There are trans men dating trans women dating trans men. Hey, I think it's a beautiful thing. Hey, gay men date gay men and lesbians date lesbians. Why not we date each other?
Exactly.
I'm just like, whatever.
Right.
Whatever, you know, love is love, baby.
Yes.
You know, it's just that we as a community, we have to learn to evolve and grow within our own community.
Indeed. I appreciate that. That's very true. I don't know. I see so many people saying that they're all for the community, but then I see them being negative. So it's like it's so hypocritical, you know. All I can do is be me. That's it.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Absolutely.
And be you where others will look at you and reflect with, okay, I support who you are and I now can support your community.
Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
You know, nobody can be Flex and nobody can be you, but the whole thing is be yourself, be who you can be. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I know some people watching this, some people might watch this later. I'll be honest with you. Some people take me for a fool, a clown, whatever. But when it comes down to Flex, really what Flex does, Flex works.
Mm-hmm.
Flex works in his community.
Yeah.
And I'm just a friendly guy. That's all I am. I'm a friendly guy, and I'm down to earth. I can't change how I've always been.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot change who I've always been. You cannot tell me that because I'm a man that, oh, you can't be that way because you're a man now. Like, that's bullshit.
But you know what? You know what that problem is? People have been so conditioned and taught that it's this way or that way. But I'm going to take this out the box because, you know, I'm going to say this.
Mm-hmm.
In our black community, we are conditioned and we condition each other.
Oppression.
There you go. And when we look at, and I'm going to say this, we looked at our privileged constituents of white privileged white people,
Mm-hmm.
Caucasians. Do you ever notice they just do their thing?
Nobody worry about nothing. They just doing them.
And people say, well, that's privilege. No, they don't condition themselves.
No.
They've conditioned us to learn to condition ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to stop conditioning each other with our thoughts and our feelings on what we think should be masculine or feminine, or what we think should be this or that. Because honestly, what is feminine? What is masculine?
Right.
What is it? We really need to think about really what is it?
Right.
What looks masculine, looks feminine? The only thing I know that might look masculine, well, I don't know, my dog, sometimes he looks feminine, is an animal, you know? And I think people go by genitalia and how genitalia is supposed to act and yada yada. We can't do that.
Yeah.
We have to learn in our black community, I'm saying black community, gender, everybody listen and share this with your friends and family, gender and sexuality are very fluid.
Yes, they are.
Very fluid.
Agreed.
Very fluid. They just took that from the black community when it came to the shores of U.S. citizenship. Okay? They took that. They stripped that. Because I'm going to tell you, y'all don't understand. I've heard the story from great-great-grandparents, and it's been told to us, my family down the line, that they did take what was ours and stripped us from it out of fear. Because as a group of people, we were strong. We were very much about who we were, and we knew who we were. Our language scared them. Anything we did scared them. Yeah. Because what they saw coming from not only Africa, it was even in Egypt, they took them from all over. Whatever they saw that they weren't from, what people aren't familiar with, let me say this, what people are not familiar with, they fear.
Right. Totally.
If they can't decipher it or break it down for themselves, they fear it. So we as a community have been feared for so many years. So what do you do when you scared of something? You torment it, you oppress it, you do things to it so that it cannot grow.
That's right.
It cannot grow. What do you do to a plant? Because I'm so much into that. What do you do to grass out yard in your yard? You roll your car over it. You put stuff on top of it so it doesn't grow. You oppress it.
Yeah.
Let's define the word pressing, people.
Yeah.
Oppressing. Okay.
Oppression.
So right, oppression. So when you do that, it doesn't grow.
Yeah.
Same thing as the word racist, discrimination, separatism, da 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 da. Do y'all know that fungus and algae grow when air hits it?
I know that. So now you put it into a different perspective. I see where you're going. Wow.
The more you speak about a lot of things and you put it into the universe, because I'm Buddhist, so here we go. You put stuff into the universe, it's going to grow. You add breath or air to something, you're going to allow it to breathe and live and be visible. People said to me, but Flex, you can't, you have to. No, you do not.
No.
When we didn't talk about it all the time, it kind of died down a little bit. Okay? But when people start talking about it, start shouting about it, what started happening?
Rise. Yep.
It started growing.
Yep.
It started being more visible. People started acting out on it. People who were maybe weren't even racist became these racists. KKK was okay. Let's talk about it. These groups, the white supremacy groups and non-white supremacy groups, because there's some black ones out there too.
Absolutely.
They started growing. They started growing all of a sudden. They started. They're putting air to us so we can be visible. Same thing with my transgender community. I don't care, black or white. We've got to stop living oppressed.
Yep. That's absolutely.
And putting breath to our lives. Feed joy and happiness and love into each other's lives.
Each other.
Be the flowers you really are.
Yep.
Stop oppressing your fellow brother and sister in the community.
Yep.
Stop doing it. That's the reason we can't grow.
Yeah. What do you get out of that? What's the point?
And here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. A lot of people don't realize we have some very good privileged white, say it again, privileged white trans folk out there that are on our side.
Yep.
But we shun them and push them away and separate them.
Yep.
And I have a lot of people that are on my side for a lot of things that I do. And I get judged by my own community for hanging on to their coattails. Well, they gave it to me to hang on to till I didn't need it no more. So I'm going to hang on. You all didn't give me nothing. Y'all not giving me anything. But a lot of talk. I don't need talk. I need action. And if they're doing action and if they're saying, look, Flex, hang on here now. We need you to hang on because we're going to take you there. I know I can't put you in the forefront, but you could look, that old saying, we used to go through the back door.
Yeah.
Get to the back door.
That's right.
Okay. Black folks went through the back door for many years. And then when we didn't have to go through the back door, we're now going through the front door. So as a black trans community, sometimes you might have to go through the back door. No, you don't want to do what your grandmas and everybody else has done, but sometimes you're going to have to because there is someone that is on our side as a community. And because they're on our side as a community, we just going to have to, run with it until we don't have to run with it no more. Y'all have to remember, when Martin Luther King became Martin Luther King,
yep.
How many white people do you think was holding him up?
How many?
Let me bat my eyes. How many were holding him up? How many bartering situations did he have to do to be able to march, to do what he needed to do to make awareness for the rights of black people?
Yeah. Do you see what Todd said?
What?
What is the trans community really for, though? Because in all honesty, I have yet to see the true positivity in it. All I see is people talk about is labels and more labels. I don't see anyone identifying as beings that they are. I agree.
Todd, you making a point. You're right. And that's why I always say I am who I am. I'm a visible mouth and advocate. People know me. I get phone calls every day. My family knows this. I get phone calls. I don't go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not, community means a unified group of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see the unification. I just see a group of people.
Right. Right.
We have to become more aware of how we use words. We use words so loosely without even knowing, defining why we're using them.
I agree with that.
Or what it's really saying. Or what it's really saying. And I'm going to say this. Oh, God, y'all going to probably take me off Facebook and delete me after I say this. We as black people need to be more educated with words.
I ain't going to remove you off Facebook for that.
Learn to use words. Words is what helps us grow. When we use words and don't know how we're using them, it affects us. Just like Taj said, what is the trans community really for, though?
Right. What do we stand for?
I just had someone say something to me last night about how we talk about, well, we're not liked in our own black community, and why are we separating ourselves from the black community when we're part of the black community? And I tried to explain it as best I could, but then I realized what they were saying. And I said, it's not that we're separating ourselves. It's not that we're separating ourselves from LGBT either. We're not separating ourselves at all from our cisgender black brothers and sisters and siblings and all those out there. But the thing is, we are lacking as a community to really educate our cisgender black community. What we're doing is we're buffooning our own selves in the presence of them. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yep.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Wade said, where's the lie?
What do you mean, Lulu, where's the lie?
Right. What you mean, Wade?
So with that said, we just have to, as people, as a group of people, really deep down define who we are and where we're going.
Yep.
And how we're going to get there.
Yep.
You know, as a child, when you grow up, you do not grow up by yourself.
No. Being
transgender is a process. It's a step each and every day.
Yes, it is.
Sometimes you need guidance, a good positive role model or someone to follow behind for you to get to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is you get to the first or 3 levels and some people leave behind the idea of to go the rest of the levels or extend to get help for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens is once you get to the 3rd level, most people are either buffooning you, ignoring you, or just don't want to be bothered.
Plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Only because maybe you've done something that was negative. Nobody pulled your coattail to tell you it was bad or good.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody didn't pull you aside and educate you with, that should have worked a little bit better for you. But instead, the people of the community, I'm not going to say community, the people of the transgender community, I don't even say community, individuals, I'm going to say individuals,
right,
started talking about everything you've done negative, then come to you and pull your coattail and say, you might want to change this.
Mm-hmm.
and let me help you do that. Everyone is an asset to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're connected. We're connected like a circle.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, AD. You're right.
You're right. No one sticks together. And the reason that we're not even sticking together is because we are implementing and imitating the same process that our forefathers have been putting in front of us.
Yeah.
We're imitating the same thing. I kept thinking to myself, okay, the black trans community is the next generation of people of color
Mm-hmm.
who we really should be in life.
Mm-hmm.
I call us the cleansing community.
Huh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We're a new, we're a new species of black people. And in my mind, now this is just my mind, I'm not saying it's true, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking this. And I was thinking we are a new species of black people. We can change a lot of what we went through to what we need to go through.
Thank you.
I'm going to say it again. We can change a lot of what we went through to what we need to go through. If you look at it, black trans men are a new species of men.
Indeed.
Black trans women are a new species of trans women of color.
Yep.
We can change what we've been through to what we want to go to.
Right.
But it's up to us. And I think some people don't want to stand on that rock. It's up to us to do that change.
Yeah.
Nobody's holding us down. We have to be willing to lift each other up to say this is what we're going to do as a group of people.
As a group of people. As a group of people. Hey, Mika. But I feel like the trans community is just like my prior life community, the lesbian community. I feel like the LGBT community, I feel like if you have all letters together, we should all be included, and we need to all be there for each other and not judge each other, because there's no point. You're not getting anywhere by judging each other. So it's like people get more of a kick out of being negative.
You know, it's sad because I had someone ask me not too long ago, do you believe that the LGBT should be separate from the T? I said, no, I never said that. Yes, you did. No, I never said that. I said that we are separate because of gender and sexuality.
Yeah.
But we should not be separated as a whole. Yep. Because we all are going through a fight, and we're fighting. The only problem that we're having is that when it comes to our LGBT, they have many privileges that we still don't have as the T. And when it comes to needing assistance, they still keep us at the wayside.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're fighting, and most of the people that are at our wayside helping us are either white trans folk, white cisgendered individuals,
yeah,
and maybe some black people.
Yep.
Maybe some black people.
Maybe. Just maybe. All right, AD, appreciate you. What's up, D?
Take care, AD.
You see what Taj said?
So the thing,
I believe.
We have to
yeah, Taj says, I believe in it. I believe that we can do better. I just think that we have to have the awareness to know where we are going wrong. Because if it's really not effective right now, we are not just limited to this. If we believe we are, then this will be all we will be.
You're right, Taj. And that's why I think some of us believe that we can be all that we can be, and that's why many of us are doing what we're doing in our community by having businesses, by helping each other, working for each other, yeah, by having organizations to help each other. But the problem is we don't support our Wall Street. We don't support our black trans Wall Street. We don't. And we need to start supporting our black trans Wall Street. Mm-hmm. Do y'all know, I just heard something the other night. A young trans woman was telling her story, and she did all this stuff to be where she is now. She's a truck driver. Well, you know, we have a lot of trans women truck drivers.
I'm not surprised, but I've never actually
Right.
seen. Yeah,
We have many trans men who are truck drivers.
indeed.
So if we can unify those truck drivers to at least be on a Facebook page together, get to know each other, you've got unification going on.
Yeah,
If you can have someone who owns a store or a hairstylist, you know how many hairstylists, trans women there are out there doing that?
yeah.
Put them on a page. I mean, come on, man. We could
Trans
end up having
men barbers. I mean, there's all type of
right.
people out here.
If we can learn to unify ourselves, like I just said, we don't have to be what was. We can be what is.
That's
We
right.
are really. I'm gonna tell you. My brother and I had a long talk this Mother's Day, and my mother was debating with us, and he said, "You know, I'm beginning to really believe that you are the new species of black men,
Yep.
because all our black men are in jail. Not all. Most of them in jail. Some
Yeah.
of them can't even get a job. You guys are making moves that I've never seen brothers make moves. You know, he said, you know, you guys may be. You
Yeah.
may be because people are not having children like they want to anymore. They don't want to be bothered with it.
Nope.
So maybe you may be.
Maybe. Maybe.
So that's the thing is that yes, Taj, you're right. We're creative individuals. We are. And the reason for that is because we've had to learn to survive, struggle, and make it. Same thing as slaves had to do when they got their freedom. They had to find a way to do what they had to do to survive. Guess what? We need to keep doing as if we wanted to survive.
Yep.
And stop giving up.
Exactly. Because
So
we're here and we ain't going nowhere. So
no, we're not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. And every time I wake up, I hear there's somebody else who's a trans man or somebody else is a trans woman. And I'm like, well, how many more people? I can't count no more on my fingers and toes. There was a time I could count how many guys were in New York, how many guys were in North Carolina, how many guys were down in Florida. I could tell you who was in what state way back in the time of MySpace and all that. I could tell you that. But right now, don't ask me.
yeah.
I just found out in my own state I was like, okay, I got most of the guys in my pocket. Then I found out there was like 5 more. I said, well, where the hell did they come from? We are growing.
Yeah.
We are evolving as a group of people. We are evolving.
Yep. And they're scared, and that's all right. They'll be okay. They'll be okay. This has always existed. It's just coming out more now. The older cats have inspired us to be who we truly are. So,
And we encourage you all. We encourage you. I mean, look at me. I'm 20-something years older than you are.
mm-hmm.
You are my youth. I encourage you to be who you need to be. Be the successful man of color. I'm not putting trans in front of it no more. I'm tired of it. Be the successful man in color. Because when I see you down the street and I didn't know who you was, I'm like, oh, look at that cat right there. He cool looking. And that's it. I wouldn't know if you was trans, gay, or whatever.
Yeah. You don't know me. It's all about what you
let
see.
me tell you. Let me tell you, every time I talk to a trans woman, she's like, I do not know you was trans. How you didn't know I was trans? You're not trans. I'm a trans man. I didn't know. Every trans woman I've met along my journey
mm-hmm.
has said to me, you are not a trans man. I'm a trans man. I didn't know. Well, I work hard at looking good every day. That's all it is. You know? And so the problem is that we evolve as individuals, and how the results are is what you get.
Right.
So no, I can't clock every trans woman. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth.
I can't either.
Because there's some girls that look Serena, Wendy Williams. Who else was it? Serena Williams, Grace Jones. Come on, let's talk about Grace Jones, okay?
I love Grace
A lot
Jones.
of them have that.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of women of color are tall. I've got a friend who is a drag queen, a femme drag queen.
Mm-hmm.
She's 6 foot something
mm-hmm.
with broad shoulders. But people ask her, is she a trans woman? And she's somebody with had 3 children and dropped them out and everything. So no, she's a woman that's a femme woman, a
Right.
cisgender femme lesbian woman.
Right.
So the thing is, the appearance, we can't always go by appearance.
Mm-mm.
And if you do clock someone, just say hello.
That's it. You kept it real on that right there. Just say, hey, don't be doing all that staring and being rude and shit. Like, it's not cool.
Just say hello. Because you don't know where that person's going through that day.
That's right.
You don't know. if I saw a brother and he's in the beginning of his transition, I was like, "How you doing?" And he would look at me and be like, "Why that fool talk to me? I'm being friendly."
Mm-hmm.
Now, if he didn't want me to talk to him, I'm sorry, but I was just being me.
Right.
But you never know what somebody is going through.
Yeah.
At that moment, you never know what someone is going through.
Yeah.
Because our dysphoria is the number one killer of who we are.
Yes, indeed.
And we put ourselves in situations that are harmful for us in order to kill that dysphoria,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't seem to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it kills us by using other ways of killing us, from disease to death to murder to suicide.
Suicide. But that's just like Wade said. I'm starting to think people use this trans thing for a popularity contest. It's true. It's like they have to always beat somebody else down to be the popular kid. Like, I ain't with all that.
But you know what? You know what's so sad about it? I'm gonna say this. A lot of people are imitating what they think is masculine or feminine action.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Just because you know somebody did something back in your high school days, or you've been watching grown folks in your family do this and that, not all people are that way.
That's right.
Not all are that way.
Nope. Nope.
So we have got to acknowledge that how you evolve as a man or a woman, however gender you identify, non-gender, non-binary, however you identify, or however you evolve as a person,
Mm-hmm.
you're that person.
Yep. Playing it.
Evolve. Don't pull in other ideas that this is going to work, because sometimes trying to be an executive and you ain't nobody's executive is not going to work. I'm just going to say.
Thank you.
Okay? Stop trying to be cute and fine and dandy like Beyonce, because there's only one Beyonce and she got $1 million or more. Okay?
Yep.
You can't do it. Just be you. Evolve as yourself. Be yourself. And remember, if you love yourself, you can be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it. I love the hell out of me. I might be single and a bachelor at 56, but guess what? I ain't got no girlfriend or nothing, but I love the hell out of me.
That's it. I love the hell out of me too. Shit. I'm married, but either way, I still got to be me with or without a wife. So.
Right. That's why when it comes to my young men and the young trans men out there, even the ones that are older, like someone said, I'm on a group and it's white guys on there, all kinds of guys, all kinds of races and ethnicity. And they were trying to get facial hair. I just shared my facial hair experience because my facial hair experience might work for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about me keeping it to myself so I look better than everybody.
I don't like that. I tell people, just like Wade said, who look more masculine, who got the most facial hair. They're knocking each other down for the different appearances, like the whole muscle thing, you know. It's like it's not for everybody. What's for me, it may not be for you. You know how my facial hair grows may not grow for you the same way because your genetics are different. So, I mean, you may not be as consistent as I am. So.
Right. Like I say this, when you take grass or you take flowers that grow, each one grows separately and it doesn't grow at the same time. Not the same height, not the same, it looks like it, but it's not. If you ever cut grass, you know, you're like, okay, I just cut that grass, but dang, there's still grass standing. Where you set your lawnmower at a certain height, right, and you didn't get the rest of that grass because that grass is still growing. Right. So you cannot think that you're going to evolve like someone else. Evolution of each one of us is different.
Yeah, indeed. Look at it, flex. Wait. I know that's the truth. I know that's the truth.
So you have to understand that, and that's your way of evolution. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to be the same as anybody. That's why I keep telling everybody, my journey is not the same as everyone else's journey.
Right.
It's not the same as everyone else's journey. It's sure not going to be the same.
Nope.
I can tell you about your journey, and we could compare notes. We will never have the same journey.
Never. Never. So people need to
how you're raised will never be the same. It's just not the same.
Nope.
Just like you were never raised the way I was raised. When I
Mm-hmm.
tell people how I'm raised, they look at me and go, "Are you kidding me?" No, I'm serious.
Right.
That's how I was raised.
Yep. Yep. Folks
You know, I was one of
don't.
those kids that was raised with the village, and the village was like all over the place. You know, the village raised me.
Right.
Some people weren't privileged to have the village. You know, me being raised in an Italian Dominican neighborhood, and my mother's from the South and my father's Italian Dominican, I was raised differently.
Mm-hmm.
My mindset is differently.
Yeah.
You know, and being raised Catholic, my mindset is differently. Somebody else being raised in that community might be raised Baptist. Their mindset might be different.
Yep.
We're raised similar, but some things are going to be a lot different about who we are in that block.
Right. Totally different. Totally
The
different.
process may be the same because the street's the same, the houses are the same, the neighbors are the same, but how you evolve is going to be different.
Yes, indeed.
So yes, we might take the medicines, might have to go to the men's department, go shopping. We might like purple underwears, all like purple underwears, whatever. But how you evolve is going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the trans girls, each one of them, like our top surgeries, their top surgeries, each one has a different step. Evolution for each is going to be separate and different.
Yep.
We can't rush. We can't rush who we want to be or desire to be. We have to evolve to be
That's
who
right.
we need to be.
Being patient. Hold on a second, please. Who is it? Who is it? I ain't saying nothing. You want me to open my door but you ain't saying nothing? Who is it? Fuck it. I ain't answering. You ain't gonna say nothing? Oh,
Let the dog
UPS.
answer the door.
UPS.
Let the dog get him.
He just dropped the box off and hauled ass. They hear a dog, they don't never
He heard
say
the dog.
anything. Yep.
He heard that dog. He said, that dog too big. That dog too big.
Ain't nothing but a little shih tzu. Little parrot. He always running the UPS man out. Shit. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna go ahead and do my 30 minutes of war workout from Liam. And I'm gonna let y'all go. It was great talking to you, Flex, and everybody that was watching. I'm gonna keep this posted on my page.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready to do my total gym in a minute, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, but I'm gonna warm up with total gym. So I might do a live with my total gym and exercise for everybody to say, "Oh, look what he's doing" or whatever.
Right.
Just to tease some people.
Yeah.
Just to tease a few people. I might just do a live just to be doing it. But Lulu and everybody, it was great to have you share the live. Please feel free to share it, and just know that we need to evolve. And we will get shirts out there that says, "I love the hell out of me."
We can
For
do
sure, I'm going to
that.
definitely put some shirts. We need to put some shirts that said, "I love the hell out of me."
Let's do it. Let's do
We
it.
will do that for sure. I'll definitely make sure we get them out there. We can get them out there as soon as possible.
Yes, indeed. That'll be great. I'll stay connected with you,
Yes.
Flex. Thank you for connecting on there. And,
Yes.
much love to everybody, but I'm out, and I'm gonna keep this posted on my page. You guys feel free to share, as Flex said. Share, share, share.
All right, y'all. We love you. Take care. Take care, man.
Love you, man. All right.